How is it our business to contribute so that others can find work? And the stark answer I've always given them is that it is the taxes of those who don't work that pay our salaries. And it is not too much to ask us to pay for those so that those who do not work find work. In Africa, we are now making serious moves in.
Hey guys, 3 years ago I was kicked out of the Bay.
Get out of here, you po guy. You're in the wrong place. Only families come here.
Our continent's trading profile suggests that we have not started performing at a scale and level commensurate with our potential. And this undermines our capacity to actualize Agenda 2063 and the Sustainable Development Goals. At the same time, it is abundantly clear to all of us in this room that our continent has a vast opportunity for radically transform economic productivity, thereby creating employment on an unprecedented scale. The most visible doorway to this opportunity is continental economic integration. We are consolidating the African market through the implementation of the Africa Continental Free Trade Area to be the world's largest free trade area with a population of 1.4 billion. The objective of FCFTA is to increase intra-Africa trade to between 40 and 50% and enhance our contribution to global trade to a level commensurate with greater productivity of our population. The magnitude and frequency of devastation arising worldwide due to extreme weather events is unprecedented. It can no longer be denied that these events are evidence of climate change caused by rising global temperatures, primarily driven by the emission of greenhouse gases. Since the Industrial Revolution, global temperatures have been rising. The fastest rise, however, occurred after 1970, with 2/3 of global warming taking place after 1975. And the ensuing climate change has unleashed adverse weather phenomena to wreak havoc in different parts of the world on a biblical scale. An average of 189 million people annually are affected by extreme weather-related events in developing countries. The latest UN climate report indicates that the daily lives of at least 3.3 billion people are considered to be highly vulnerable to climate change. People are now 15 times more likely to die from extreme weather than in years past. There could be, according to UNHCR data, 1.2 billion climate refugees by the year 2050. Floods, storms, wildfires, and extreme temperatures have become more frequent and more widespread. Parts of Western Europe, including Germany, Belgium, Luxembourg, and the Netherlands, received up to 2 months of rainfall in only 2 days, resulting in catastrophic flooding in 2021. Hundreds of people were killed, trapped, or went missing in the disaster. Early this year, a single event, Tropical Cyclone Freddy, wreaked havoc throughout southern Africa, leading to floods which killed hundreds of people, displaced thousands of people in Malawi, Mozambique, South Africa, in our continent. In West Africa, floods affected 3.5 million people with 800 deaths and destroyed over 600 hectares of farmland. In the Horn of Africa, where I come from, the drought of unprecedented intensity following 5 consecutive seasons of failed rain led to extreme food scarcity and water stress, which caused the deaths of millions of livestock and wildlife, seriously setting back economic growth in our region. It is no longer tenable for us to continue the toxic conversation of North versus South. Who did what? Who contributed, who did not contribute? Who is suffering, who is not suffering? Who is suffering more, who is suffering less? That conversation is no longer unhelpful. We are in this existential threat together. The Global South as much as the Global South is in trouble. On this matter of climate change, there is no developing or developed countries. We are all developing. In the Global South, we have renewable assets that can be useful to the Global North. In the Global North, you have technology and financing that can be used